Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to another glorious episode of I Must Break You. I'm Jeff. This is my channel. This is my show. So good to see you. Sound off in the chat. Let me know what you're up to. Now, we've got some cards from the Sanjulian Collection. If you're not familiar with Sanjulian, he was a painter, very, very prolific in the mid 20th century, doing a lot of stuff like eerie and creepy and all those sort of covers. And this is from 1994. Now, here's the thing. These were sent by my buddy Louis Campo. This was actually in reply to, he actually sent these a while ago. The cards that he had sent originally were mega paper lost. They were the Frazetta cards. And so he's like, well, maybe these will help. And I'm hoping these are not going to be super bricked up. But they are from 1994, so they could, I can see that they have that sticky gloss. You can't really see it, but like, if you see how that shine, you see how it's kind of this ambient reflection here. That oftentimes, oh, looks like we got no paper loss. That's good stuff. So these are going to be just gorgeous fantasy art, gorgeous horror art. These are going to be really, really sick. And we got a sick checklist. We simply love to see that. So we're going to go through, take a look at these. And again, patreon.com/Jeff May. If you want any of these cards, just let me know which ones you want. But absolute beautiful cards, seriously. I mean, absolutely stunning. And what I do love, too, it's not a huge set. It's like a 90-card set. So there's plenty to go around here. I don't even know, like, if I should bother opening the whole box here because, you know, I mean, there are foil cards and stuff, but, like, if I throw a set together opening up half the box, and, you know, that might be an opportunity for me. Like, God, that's gorgeous. Look at these. These are so sick. That might be an opportunity for me to get some more cards into people's hands, packs. Like sometimes I'll do a filler pack, but then obviously collation here. Look, we got two of the same card in the pack. So Mike Slater says, I'm hoping to see a meek goblin with some daisies in this set. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So it looks like these cards should be okay. I can't guarantee every pack is going to be not bricked, but so far we're doing pretty good stuff. Yeah, these are gorgeous. And again, patreon.com/Jeff May gets you in and you can get any of these cards. Any one you want, they're yours. Oh, like that's, see, that's such a badass thing, right? Like she's stuck watching TV. You have like a Red Sonja type character that's stuck sort of in the hell of the trappings of television. Like that's awesome, man. These are sick as hell. Now this one right here, I believe is actually the box art. Yeah, it is, right? So I'll bring the box over here. So that barbarian up there is this card. Absolute stunner. And we don't even see the octopus. These are incredible. Jesus. Louis Campo, shout out. And if you're ever in San Luis Obispo, get a tattoo from him. Dude's super talented. And then you get a random astronaut seeing a T-Rex. These are friggin' gorgeous. Holy smokes. What a beautiful collection. Real Frazetta vibes on this one, obviously. Do they just give us a bonus version of each of one card per pack, maybe? Yeah. I love these. These have been actually sitting. I don't even keep these in my room because I was afraid. I keep these in my room, excuse me, because I was afraid they'd brick up. So I didn't want to keep them in a room where it might get warmer. Gorgeous. So I've actually been storing these in my bedroom specifically, not even in my studio, because my studio can get warm. It's not super protected from the elements, which is fine in the winter, but in the summertime, you don't want anything really glossy. Look at that. Damn, dude. You don't want anything super glossy from the 90s because it'll just merge together. Beautiful. Like absolutely beautiful. Good to see Mike Slater. And we are getting like, is it every fifth card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So I wonder if we're going to get the fifth card and the last card are going to be the same card in each stack. So So let's see. We got 1, 2. Oh, that's really cool. Talk about an 80s VHS cover. Ooh, my roommate's cat is coming out to say hi. Hi, Callie. You guys want to see her? Here, she does not come out very often, so hi, baby. There you go. Good girl. Yep. Go ahead. You go own the rest of the house now. There we go. All right. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's this Conan looking dude. Now let's see the last card. Okay. Well, we've cracked the collation there. Oh, that's cool. These like iguana. The iguana lady. Absolute. Oh, damn, that's good looking. It's like at Hammer Films vibes all over it right there. Sick. Oh, man, that's sick as hell. I love stuff like that kind of John Carter sci-fi meets fantasy kind of vibe to it, you know, like this you could see this conceptually in something like a Masters of the Universe or something like that, and I love that. Oh, we got some sticky cards. Hopefully no paper loss here. Nope, looks good. This King Kong on an island scenario here looks pretty great. Man, these are beautiful. Fuck. I mean, holy smokes, don't deplatform me. Yep, little bit of paper loss here on this one, which is a bummer because it's a beautiful card. But it's the 5th card. That's a great sign. No real paper loss on this one. Is there another card here? There is. Yeah, so some of them got a little sticky, you can see. But nothing too bad. Nothing really damaging. You can see like little tiny fleck down there. But I'll make sure if people get those in the mail that they don't get any paper lost ones. We're nice like that here at Jeff Has Cool Cards. Is this, I was going to say, is this the first one that's not? Oh, see, nice and pristine, this version of the card. Which is great too, because it's beautiful. Yeah, these definitely have Hammer Films vibes. I don't know if you guys picked that up too, but it definitely, like, I expect to see Peter Cushing or Christopher Lee in the background of one of these cards. Real like bootleg VHS horror kind of energy here. Yeah, so like this is when they bricked up, right? Like you'll notice, so I'm not holding on to the cards. I'm just kind of have like a loose grip on the tips, but they all kind of stuck. So like you're going to hear a crack. Ready? And that's the gloss that has sealed itself together. So we're going to expect a little bit of paper loss on these cards that are in the central aspect here. So let's take a look, shall we? Just a little, not too much, but you can see it there, the little white flecks. You can see it in the reflection too. You see how there's these little dot reflections in there. So we do, and when we get that paper loss, I make sure to keep that separate from what I send out, right? So these cards right here from this specific pack, I'm going to check very specifically, and if they are in the good section, we put them up here. And if they're in the bad section, I have a stack of cards right there that are the ones that we're not going to really be giving away because we don't want anything damaged to people. That one's sick though, huh? Cool as hell. Cool. How's that paper loss look? It looks all right. It looks not so bad, but I'll put it off to the side just in case. Oh, that's cool as shit, dude. This guy driving the Batmobile? Ooh, this has paper loss, but I don't care. I'm putting it off to the side. If I don't get a duplicate of that card, I'm going to have to make sure someone gets it. And this one looks good. Yeah, saying doing the ASMR. with the cards being broken open here. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat, by the way. Always love to hear it. Yeah, a little bricked. Little bricked. Nothing, not too bad, right? Because you'd be able to see it very, very egregiously, especially because there's a lot of monolithic colors on here. But like, see that down here, that white gouge on there. I wouldn't send that to somebody. That doesn't seem right or fair. This one too, right? Right down the center, you see that? So it's part of the stuff we do here at the Jeff Has Cool Cards channel is we make sure that when we send stuff out to patrons at patreon.com/JeffMay, that we're sending stuff out that, you know, is going to be good as I can make sure that it is, you know? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mike. Can I offer you a goblin holding flowers with a cobra? That's something that you would like to see? Which reminds me, Mike, we're gonna have to get a package to you this month for appearing on Nerd. Uh, he's like saying everything's better now. Oh, this bat! I'm bummed that this bat didn't look great. It's a cool bat. Can I offer you a crying goblin with flowers in this trying time? As long as there's no Youngblood in the package. Well, no guarantees. And definitely check out the Youngblood episode of Nerd with Mike Slater, who is here in the chat hanging out with us. And were these paper lost? No, these were good. It's cool looking. Oh, that one's sick as hell. Man, these cards don't stop looking awesome, huh? So not bad for a glossy pack of 31-year-old cards. Really pretty stuff right here. Well, if you see the mailbag on Friday, will show you that there might be something Youngblood related coming in your package as well. Because patreon.com/JeffMay, people get packages. And the way it's organized it, I'm going to be doing 2 bonus packages, one for each guest, Michael Vincent Bramley, as well as, Mike Slater. Hold on, I need some water. Just FYI, I was afraid that these would be bricked. So I brought a bonus box of Wakanda Forever just in case. But it looks like we've avoided a lot of the worst of it here. So, but yeah, so Michael Vincent Bramley and Mike Slater will be getting rookie card tier packages this month, strictly because they were guests, and this is a good way that we can reward them. Specifically, for a 90 card set, we're not getting a lot of duplicates other than, the every fifth card being repeated, which I love. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, these are friggin' gorgeous, man. These are so beautiful. It's definitely got that like heavy metal, creepy, eerie, sort of Richard Corbin, what you Richard Corbin painters, or your, even Duncan Fegretto doing paints, Simon Bisley, stuff like that, like really, really cool stuff. And I love that they go wild. I really do. Like, I like that it's like such a mix of different genres being found in there. Sometimes it's just straight up barbarian stuff like this, although paper loss on there, so we're putting that in the bad stack. And then sometimes it's like a spaceman and a hot barbarian lady fighting a mummy or something, Paper damage in that corner. This one seems good. Yeah, these are great. But yeah, so I'm putting the March packages together now. So I periodically go in, throw a package together when I have a free minute or two. They take a little while to throw together. So, I do my best to get them so I'm not like behind the ball. I know the February packages got sent in the beginning of April, so I felt not great about that. I very much like to be punctual when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm doing my best to make sure I can get all the packages. So like if you were a March member, you get yours before the end of April. I love, love, love this one. Glad we got that again. That's one that I think people are going to want in their packages as well, because it's just such a great card. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be, I think, a popular one. That's like, like when you open a pack of cards and there's like, I know when we did the Obi-Wan sets, every time we open those, that like cracked mask Darth Vader, I get so many requests for that specific card when we open. It's like the most popular card I've ever opened, I think, on a channel. Is there's an Obi-Wan set, and there's that like, and it's the Anakin. You can see through Vader's cracked mask, and you can see, what's his name there, Hayden Christensen, kind of glaring through there, and it's just such a great, it's such a great piece. Yeah, people every time I know when I open Obi-Wan that I better put aside those Darth Vaders because they are gonna be requested. There you go, Mike. That's you. I'll put this one aside for you. I'll make sure that you get that because I think you already have an envelope with me, I believe, right? Because you were a member of that of the rookie card tier for a while. So I think it's going to be a lot easier for me to throw your package together as opposed to like MVB. Damn, look at that. That is so sick. God damn. Yeah, so Mike was on the we got that bat that we previously had some paper loss on, and this one looks pretty good. Mike, I know you had to make the shift to the producer levels of the podcast, which we love having you on. But that means I still have your envelope, still have your wish lists, which will make it easier. But of course, if you are a member of the channel and you are a member of that tier and you want in on that, you're welcome to it. Just message me which ones you want, which cards you want from each break. Love this one, right? He just ran him right through with that sword. Oh, I'm glad that this is our repeat. It's going to be a repeat card, right? Yeah, that's sick, dude. I love that card. Ooh, that's a good one, too. These are all so good. Like, I'm so blown away by these cards. And a big shout out to Louis Campo, who you can follow, I believe, at Louis Campo on Instagram, LouiCampo. And he is a very, very talented artist, tattoo artist in the San Luis Obispo area. And I actually got to have brunch with him. I got to have a meal with him when I was at my friend Whitney's wedding. Gorgeous. Collation on these is really good, minus that every fifth card repeating. Like, we're not getting the same 5 cards in a row that you'd get in other cards from this time. So I'm actually really happy with that. This badass. Just beautiful. My God. Just the texture of the fabric alone on this is just so unbelievable. And like, look, like obviously this is like a much, big fancy, all that. And then you see this, it's simple, but it's still so stunning. And then something like this, much more of like a cover of Creepy, right? Grave error, a magazine cover for Warren Publishing, right? Badass. I want every one of these paintings on a shirt. We should look into that. I wonder if they have Sanjulian t-shirts. Because I would 100% get on that. So let's see. These are absolute stunners. These cards, I'm so blown away by how beautiful they are. I knew Sanjulian was a great artist, obviously, but like, this is just something, it's in one of the darker spots of my knowledge, right? Fantasy art, other than like, obviously Olivia, De Berardinis, and let's see, we got paper loss there, which is a bummer because it's a gorgeous card. Olivia, and you'd get Julie Bell and excuse me. Beautiful. You can see a little bit of paper loss here. You can see it in the texture there, but I don't see it with my eye. I might be off. That might just be the gloss itself having that kind of spotting. Oh, that's so sick. Let's see. Cool, cool. Nice. Beautiful. Got about 5 packs left, maybe. Oh, this one feels like it might be a little bricky. A little bit, but not too bad. Checklist. Yeah, you can see like paper loss up at the top because of it. So this pack might be a wash. Oh, that's so beautiful though. Yeah, like that paper loss at the top. I don't love it. And yet this one's great. In that middle. Those buffer cards were the ones that sucked. I love this one, that T-Rex with the Explorer. Here, let's go just take this last one. Ooh, no paper loss on that. Maybe a little bit right there. Damn it. Glossy cards, man. They didn't realize that people would be storing these things in hot-ass garages, melting the cards together. It's just a thing that happened. Beautiful, though. Absolute stunner. Love these cards. Love, love, love these cards. I have other packs of cards like sports. Like, you know what I'll do too is I have some packs of cards that are sports that have gloss from the similar time. If you guys want, I can open up a couple packs of those and we can take a look at like see if those have the same problem. Might as well. I have a couple of minutes. I don't have a call until like 2:30, so I can actually open some bonus like sports stuff too if you want. Why not? These are a little paper lost out. Unfortunately, I don't want anybody to get a card that they think ain't great. That's that cover card. Yeah, these ones I can tell, like, they're already battling. Oh, and that's one we haven't seen yet. Ooh, this one's good. Oh, bummer about the paper loss on that one. That's a sick card, too. Yeah, these ones are... I didn't know this one looks all right. No, that one looks okay, too. The other way you can check is look for paper loss in the opposite direction. Like, see, there's a little bit of splotchy black there next to the white. So when you look at where that would be, you're looking at some splotchy ink that they pulled off here. So you take a look at it and you can see, yep, there it is, a little bit of texture pulled. And that texture ends up on the back of the other card. So that's like a good way to protect your cards, make sure that they're taken care of. So I'll do 2 more packs of these, but then I'll actually go grab like a couple packs of baseball cards to open from like 1992 or 1993 that have a similar gloss, and we'll see how they do. Because gloss is like such a problem. They thought it was going to be such a great thing, but it ended up kind of screwing over all the people that were getting the cards. Although that's gorgeous. No paper loss there. Same thing with this Sergeant Pepper ass cover. This one dinged up in the bottom. I'm noticing that about the top cards. They're getting that ding up to the top or the bottom, like the edge cards, so to speak. Yeah, like, ready for it? Here it comes. There you go. Little ASMR, as Mike said, to break it to the crowd here. Although it's kind of loosening up the cards a little bit and preventing that paper loss. Yeah, very satisfying, I know. Oh, that's so cool, but it is dinged up from all that paper loss. But how about this? Now, this one doesn't have to suffer because it's made from a different material. So this is from the Fact or Fiction MS number 2. So this is a special insert card. I forgot to bring my my sleeves and stuff, so I'm just going to put that off to the side. See that gloss? A little glossed up. And same thing, lost there. Lost there, and looks like a dinged up corner on this one anyway. Like I said, I do my best to make sure that I don't put dinged up cards in anybody's packages. Yeah, unless it's like an autograph or something like that, which kind of defeats the purpose of, you're getting the autograph. It's not, is it about the condition of the card in certain chances? I don't know. Sick. Hold on. All right, not so bad. So they're just a little firm, but they're not crunchy glossed over. Yeah, so look at that. So that gives us that lack of paper loss there, which is nice. A little bit of paper loss, but we've gotten a couple of that card already. So a little bit of loss up here. We'll put that in the bad side. This one looks good, thankfully. A little paper loss there on that cliff. You see that white dot? That one looks damaged. Oh, that's cool. And this one looks good. So hold on 1 second. Stick with me for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. 1 sec, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to grab. Okay. So let's grab something from a similar era with a similar sheen to it. Here, let me put these. So this is the stack of cool cards that I can send out. So it's a good stack. I'll put them off to the side, including this one from Mike Slater. I have a much, a nearly as thick stack of sort of junked up cards. Those are the ones that I will not be sending out. But the other thing is, I also have these packs left, which I'm not sure what I'll do with. I might put them in the packages, in the April packages, so everybody gets a pack of cards. I do that every couple of months. We'll do a pack of cards. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw open a couple of packs of these Fleer Ultra cards. These are from the same era. They have a similar gloss, and we'll take a look and see if they survived the heat as well. And this is, you don't have to be a big sports fan to enjoy just a little bit of, let's find out, shall we? So first thing I do when I get a pack like this is I kind of, I'll like run it between my fingers like this just to see how it feels. And this feels firm, but it also feels like they're gonna move. They're gonna be fine. So let's take a look then. I'll open up a couple, five packs here. Yeah, here for the cardstock quality. Plus, I do sports, normally with Adam Todd Brown. But so like if you look, right, they actually are pretty good. So we'll take a look at Jim Gott, Mitch Williams. But I do have people that, they're like, oh, I'm a Cardinals fan. I'm a Yankee fan. So like this will be great. Like lots of great rookies here. Chris Gwynn, Jose Melendez. You can see like some of the cards have stuck together. But I'm not seeing a little bit of paper loss, see? Little bit. And so that's just an example. Man, there's all rookies in here. Jesus, John Flaherty. Who's behind him? Bill Kruger. Mark McLemore. Hey, Mark McLemore, let's go thrift shopping. Gene Nelson, Monty Ferris, and a Pat Listach rookie card. That was pretty good at the time, but you know, maybe not as much now. We'll do a couple more of these. Why not? Why not, folks? You're here. I'm here. We can talk about how I was 11 years old. These cards were so expensive. You know, these ones, was I 10? I was 10. This is 92 Clear Ultra. I was 10 years old. So buying packs of these was no way. Like there was no way I was going to be able to buy packs of these. They were too expensive. Ben Rivera. I was buying like Score at that time. Bob Tewksbury. He ended up being I believe he ended up being a coach for the Red Sox at one point. Lance Blankenship. I remember that name. Ooh, a Dave Cone All-Star card. Nice. I like that. That's actually a really good card. That's an insert card. So nice. Rico Rossi, Rich Rodriguez, Dave Burba, but it's also like Tim Naring, I remember. This was his second year card. I don't remember most of these guys. Jarvis Brown, and this is Series 2, so you're not going to get, you know, probably Nolan Ryan didn't make his way in here, but, you know, I think like Frank Thomas is in here. You're going to get more rookies from the Series 2 because they, you know, gives them a little bit of extra time to figure out who's going to be in the sets and stuff like that. So a lot of players in baseball and a lot of things happening. So they kind of break it up a little bit. So that's why I think some of the names are a little less noticeable. But then you get a guy like Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray was a legend. Played for a lot of teams, doing a lot of really good stuff, right? He was like, so he was the Dodgers before he went here. So Moises Alou for the Expos. That's cool. That's a good card. Greg Swindell. So now I'm seeing some names I recognize. And then back to Bob Patterson. Oh, we like Robin Ventura. Too bad he's not getting his dome caved in by Nolan Ryan in a fist fight after getting plunked. Mike Bilecki, Ryan Bowen, rookie. A Bob Ojeda, or Ojeda, as I used to say when I was a kid. Oh, Julio Peguero is not going to allow anything but attention on him. Look at that pose. He's sassy. I thought he's a rookie. He looks 37 years old. I love that. Chris Carpenter, right after he went on to create the X-Files. Or as he was, right? It's 92. Tom Gordon, that's right. Big man. Kurt Stillwell. Brian Hickerson. How many of you bought baseball cards when you were a kid, by the way? I know this is generally non-sports, but I'm wondering, like, how many of us have overlap here? Because I loved baseball cards as a kid. Like still, and, you know, I still open with Adam Todd Brown. We open. We'll do, how many have I opened? 4? I'll do a couple more packs. Why not? I used to love buying baseball cards as a kid. I was trying to get all the Jose Cansecos, man. Jeff Johnson, Brooke Jacoby. Okay, let's see. Pat Mahomes, sound familiar? A Pat Mahomes rookie card, baby. It is his father, in case you were wondering. Bob Murphy, I think he was a Red Sox right before this, if I recall. He was a Mariner. Then he went to the Red Sox, or then he was at the Red Sox, because his like 1990 Upper Deck card, I believe he's on a laptop, like an old 90s, early 90s laptop. I always remember that. Nice. William Suero, Chad Kruger, not to be confused with Chad Kruger, Mike Morgan, Charlie Hayes. Hey, Darren Fletcher. A lot of Expos coming in. Definitely beautiful cards, though. You can see that same gloss that we saw in the Sanjulian cards. I had a couple more packs, and then we can move on. We can have a nice day. All right, here we go. We got that Tim Naring second-year card again. Archie Shanfroco, Dave Martinez, Paul Miller, Esteban Beltre, Ben Rivera. So a lot of those like repeat players that we've seen already. Dave Hansen, Barry Jones. That guy looks like a Barry Jones, doesn't he? Bob Tewksbury, Lance Blankenship, Rico Rossi, same pack. Rich Rodriguez and Dave Burb. Let's see what Rich. I don't want to gloss over Rich. He's making a pitch. More like pitch Rodriguez. Oh, welcome to the Roast Show, Rich. Let's see. All right, nice Sid Fernandez. Ooh, we got a checklist up in here. Oh, so that's why it's divided by team. Okay, I like that. I actually really like that. So they put them all in order by team. Probably makes it a lot easier to organize if you're a kid trying to throw these things together. Vicente Palacios. Jim Abbott. We love Jim Abbott, man. I don't know if you see the reason he's holding, if you don't know anything about Jim Abbott, the reason he's holding his glove like that, dude only has one hand. So there's going to be a lot of Phillies, Mets, Expos, Dodgers. There's some good players on here. Rod Beck, we can get his mustache. That would be very exciting. So we got the checklists in here, but this can't be, this is only what, $4.99 up to 600, 200 cards? No. 100 cards, right? That can't be the whole set. There's no way. Does it say? 36 packs. Either way. We got Jim Abbott, Kevin Seitzer, John Dougherty, Sean Bosky, Greg Carteret. This one feels like matte. It doesn't feel glossy at all. Like this one has like a weird, do they look the same? I don't know. This one feels weird. Dave Gallagher, he's smashing a melon right there. Oh no. Brett Babbery and Scott Bankhead. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then I'll let you guys go so I can, I'll eat, I'll go have lunch and do my thing. I got a pretty good phone call about a project I'm working on, so it's going to be fun. Marvin Freeman, Brian Williams, Steve Wilson, Andy Ashby. It's funny because, yeah, you're not seeing a lot of the names that you're hoping for. Phil Plantier's second year. That was good. Greg Gagne, Randy Reddy. He looks ready. Andy Ashby, Mike Perez, Chris Nabolts. Ooh, Neon Dion coming in hot with the All-Star. Love to see that. That's a good one. I got Braves fans that will like that. So excited about that one coming in. Good. We got two of the All-Star inserts. It's only a 20-card subset too. So like that's a good one. I love that. And Tim Tuffle. Well, I mean, I feel like that should be enough. I see I didn't keep a lot of people when I made the shift to sports, but that's all right. We were just playing around with the card stock quality stuff, as Mike has said in the comments. But patreon.com/JeffMay, if you want any cards that we pulled while opening, just let me know. You're all fantastic. We will be here. I'm here every Wednesday at 1 Pacific. I'm also going to be here Friday at 3 Pacific. For the mailbag, we do Mondays at 6:30, usually Pacific. For I Must Drake You, lots of great stuff. So make sure that you are a member of this channel, subscribed and everything like that. Patreon.com/JeffMay if you want any of these cards. You've been great. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you for hanging out. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.